Hello everyone and welcome to my Forgeweaver Araz guide. So on this one, it's a 2.5 phase fight where basically you have phase 1, you then have an intermission, you then have phase 2, but phase 2 is right at the end of the fight essentially. So in phase 1, you have these 3 pylons to deal with that are immune to damage. You can't do anything to them, you just have to deal with the abilities that come out of them. And then you have an ad that spawns. This ad spawns on the current target, so it'll be the tank that's actively tanking. There's sort of like a split damage mechanic that comes out. You can't have the boss and the ad on top of each other because they do increase damage and take less damage when that's the case. And so you need to split them up, kill the ad, go back to the boss, and then this happens again, essentially. So I'll take us through how we do that. But it's a lot of ad control. It's a lot of good cleave opportunities for certain classes. So definitely something to keep in mind all throughout the fight, really. So yeah, let's get into it and look at the abilities. So first and foremost, the boss is going to spawn a pylon. This is going to happen 3 times in the first phase. You can see him there. Just cast into it, and you've got these little balls that come out of it periodically that you just need to dodge. Don't get hit by them, okay? Each of these pylons are going to spawn circles around players, as you can see here. That are then going to spawn their own little ads, and these little ads are basically going to want to try and go towards that pylon. So you can see those lines, which pylon it's going towards. Some of the ads spawn, and you just want to stop them getting to the pylon. If they get to the pylon, they're going to do big dam, explode, and you don't want that to happen. What happens as you get further into the fight is that you have 3 pylons up, and so you'll have 3 sets spawning as you go. And it'll obviously be a little bit more challenging because you'll have 3 going one way, 3 going another way, and 3 going the last way. And that's why it's important to be in control of the ads and where you're stood. So I'll just show you that as an example. So you'll see here that we have 2 sets up. So that's 6 ads. You have some going towards the top, some going towards the middle, as we can see frozen here. And then eventually, as we're dealing with them and they're moving, we have a 3rd set spawning. And you'll see that they'll be getting sucked towards the pylon that is still up. And you can see that line showing you. So it's okay, so there'll be 9 ads at this point, and you just need to make sure that you deal with them, you get them down, you understand where they're going, they're all fully CCable, and yeah, you just kill them. Okay, so the boss is going to spawn a big ad, and if the boss and the big ad are on top of each other, no, they're going to do lots of damage. So what we do is we split it into 2 groups, because this soak splits and you can't mitigate the damage the second time you do it. So what we do is we keep the boss down the bottom, while we're doing this, and we have everybody stay, but we have just one group soak the first one. I've seen people on testing do this different ways, with the boss stays in the middle and you move the ad out. What I liked about keeping the ad down here and everybody just nuke the ad down quickly was that when you got the circles come in, nobody's near a pylon, no one's out of position, everybody's in this central point, and you can just keep everything here, rather than having the thing of if you've kept the boss here and you've taken the ad out, and someone's out of position. The prio here is to kill this ad and then get the boss back, basically. So that's why we do it. You can see the second rotation of it now, where I'll take the boss out and the second ad will spawn, and they deal with the ads there, and they all stay down there. And yes, this way the boss might take less damage, but that's just the way we liked it. Okay, so as you phase into P2, or intermission, sorry, he's going to do this big arcane explosion, put an AMZ down, stand in it, something like that. It does do a lot of damage, it knocks you back, and you get into P2. So P2, 3 pylons are now active and you can now DPS them. So they're no longer just there for doing abilities, you can move over to 1. So there's going to be many different ways you can do this. Essentially, I would say get all of your raid to go to 1, nuke it, then it will die and the ads will spawn. They have an energy bar, these pylons, and they spawn these lines that you obviously just need to dodge. They have an energy bar, and if that gets to full, then basically they'll do this big cast, it'll do a lot of damage to you. But if you have one of these ads within range of them, it will do damage to the ads instead. Okay, so you can see what we've got is we've got one of our pylons getting attacked over there, one of our pylons getting attacked here. It started the cast, and then there you go. It's in the ad. It's not doing damage to us, and we successfully managed to mitigate taking the damage from it. So whether you would basically all nuke 1 and then split your raid into 2 and nuke 1 and then the other, or you nuke 1, move your group around to 2, and then have your ad on top of the 3rd one when the full energy will be there. It's up to you. But yeah, that's kind of how we dealt with it, where we killed 1, split, had the ads over one side that we had less DPS on, and that would then get full energy and we could absorb it. This is essentially what these ads are there for, but they do have a stacking up haste buff when they're on one target, so you can't really split them very well. So you do need to just taunt swap every so often when the stacks get too high and it'll reset back to 0, okay? All right, so the fun bit, once you've killed all 3 of these, the boss is going to cast its mana sacrifice. You're going to get to nuke the shit out of it for 12 seconds. Probably a good time to save hero, get rid of a lot of boss health. It's massive damage amp. Yeah, so just save cooldowns, make sure you've got them for this point in time, and just slap the boss as much as you can. Okay, so after you have done 2 rotations, or the boss gets to 15% health, it might be 20%. It says 15 on the tooltip, I'm not sure what it will actually be. The boss will cast Dark Terminus, there'll be a black hole appear, and there'll be some sort of void on the floor. It's going to slowly pull you towards it. Essentially, all this is burn the boss, and you spawn the little ads, but this time they go towards the black hole rather than the pylons. So you get up to the top of the room, you get above the boss with the circles underneath you, you nuke the ads, you nuke the boss, and it's a burn. The pull will get stronger and stronger and stronger as you go on, and you just burn, 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 burn. So the TLDR on this boss is basically deal with the little ads by all standing in the same spot and making sure you know what pylons are going to. Don't grief your raid by being miles away. Kill the big ad as soon as it spawns. When you get into the second phase, nuke one pylon down. Make sure you do have some ads within the pylons if they do get to full energy. And yeah, burn the boss as hard as you can when it takes double damage. As always, a big thank you to the guild and for those who help. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.